Welcome back to the channel, and let's talk about betrayal. Let's be honest, betrayal hurts. It's one of those experiences that once you go through it, you will never forget. It pierces deep. It makes you lose trust with people. It makes you lose trust with yourself. But even with that, there's lessons that come about. Here are the 5 lessons that I've learned about betrayal that are very positive, that have influenced my life for the better. Number 1, betrayal teaches you not to trust people, but trust in God. Let me tell you, even with the best intentions, as human beings, we fail. We have people that we've trusted with information. We have people that we've trusted with things like money, assets, and they've turned around and betrayed us. Not intentionally, sometimes unintentional, but it still leaves you with that mark. It still leaves you bitter. It still leaves you really hurt. It still leaves you very, very distrusting of human beings. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't all need to be that way. Once you put your trust in God, you know for sure He's got your back. He said He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And even in those times when you're really hurt, you're really bitter, He's always there holding you up and telling you, you can do this and this too shall pass. So even in that pain that you know somebody has really turned against you, there's always peace that comes from above, knowing that I'm not going to rely on that person, or I'm not going to rely on another human being, maybe sharing your experiences, and then they turn around, and when you're in your most vulnerable moment, they throw it back at you. And you know how that hurts. Always depend on God. Number 2, it sharpens your discernment. You become very witty. You become very quick in discerning who's for you and who's not for you. You start noticing the change in energy. You start noticing how people shift on you. If something changes, all the red flags, they become really clear once you've been betrayed before, because they say, once bitten, twice shy. So you try as much as possible to be wide-eyed and to be keen on what's going on around you. Sometimes you might miss the mark, but for the most part, if you've been betrayed before, you always sharpen that discernment spirit. So that's another positive thing that I have come to learn in my own experience, that now I can look at things, or I can see how people are talking, or I can see how people are moving, and I know for a fact something is going down, and I'll just move myself out of the way. Number 3, it makes you stronger. They say, that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's not a lie. When you have been betrayed before and gone through the pain of betrayal, you will realize how strong you are. The powers within will come forth, and you won't even sometimes recognize yourself. I have gone through a situation where I thought it would break me. Like I was in the deeps of the ocean. But I came stronger. And every day I woke up and I did what I was supposed to do. I went to work. I took care of family. I took care of business. And I still kept standing. And when I look back now, sometimes I wonder, how did I do that? But I did, because there's a strength within us that cannot come out unless you're pressured, unless you're pushed, unless something is really stirred inside of you. Then it comes out. And then you meet that other person that you didn't think exists within you. So it's not always a bad thing. Strength shows up after betrayal. Number 4, it redirects your connection. Sometimes you can be attached to somebody or something thinking that it is for you. And if it's someone and then they betray you, or you go through the betrayal phase, you realize, so they were not for me. So you change, you move, and you do what you're supposed to do for yourself. It redirects you. You are thinking this is going to be the business for you. You are thinking this is going to be the friend for you or the partner for you in life. And then you realize, no, it's this other way. So you choose your friendships wisely, you move differently, because now you have been redirected to another side. And sometimes God will use this breakage of relationship, so to speak, to actually show you what is for you and what is not for you, to reposition you for something better, to align you with something better. So if you lean onto that, or you lean onto that which you know is from above, or that intuition that you have inside of you, you can actually redirect yourself in a totally different direction and get yourself to the path that you need to go, for new opportunities to emerge, for new business partners to come in and lock in with you. Number 5, and I think the most important one, it teaches you self-boundaries and self-respect. Sometimes, or in my experience, the times I've been betrayed are the times that I've actually lowered my standards a little bit or marred my boundaries. I let people come too close. I allowed people to do some things within my space that I knew was not good, or I kind of had an idea like, that's a bit too close, but I still let it happen. So when it turns around and then it turns on me, I get hurt. And not so much because they did what they did, but it's because, why did I allow this to happen? So it becomes a struggle within myself to know that now I have to really have stern boundaries. I really need to speak. If I don't want to do that, I need to express myself and say, that's not what we're going to do today. I'm not going to look into that business today. We are not going to that event today. We're not going to do this today. I need to be able to have those clear boundaries. And to be honest, in my opinion, the worst kind of betrayal is the betrayal of self. When you know you moved some things that you shouldn't have moved, when you know that you actually did that to yourself and then allowed other people to do the same thing to you, and now you're feeling really stabbed in the back, that is the worst. Like for me, it's easy for me to forgive others, but when it comes to forgiving myself, it takes a long time. I have to work really hard to make sure that I process my own forgiveness. I process other people's forgiveness way faster than I process mine. So I try as much as possible now that I've learned to not betray myself. And if I see or smell or just see like something is moving funny and fishy, I'll withdraw myself from that situation because I know the battle that I'll have inside within myself for doing something that I know I shouldn't have done, or for being somewhere I knew I shouldn't have been there, or committing to something that I know I wouldn't be able to accomplish or I wouldn't be able to follow through. So I've become very discerning in that sense. So have you been betrayed before? What lessons did you learn? Please share below. And here is another video that I would like for you to watch and see the things not to share. Things that can lead you to betrayal are right here. Enjoy.